Welcome to Kharis tutorials. Today we're going to be making a shirt sleeve. Yes, a shirt sleeve. Hello everybody. Hope you're feeling fine. Hello everybody. Hope you're feeling. Hope you're feeling fine. You're welcome to class. So, like I said, we are going to be making a shirt sleeve. Like the cuff, the plackets, and the rest of it. So that's what we're going to be making. So let's get to work. The first thing we're going to be doing is taking our measurement. So we have the round sleeve at the wrist first. Then we take the round sleeve below the elbow. And of course, we're going to take the round sleeve at the upper arm. So those are the round sleeve. We also need the length of our sleeve. Now we have a round sleeve. We have at the upper arm 11 inches, below the elbow 10 inches, and at the wrist 7.5 inches. Now the length of the sleeve, the total length of the sleeve is 23. So let's move to the steps. The first thing we need to do, we have the formula for calculating a round sleeve, and that is the round sleeve divided by 2 plus 2. We need to go with the highest circumference measurement in order to fold our fabric. So that would be 11 inches divided by 2. That's 5.5 plus 2 is 7.5 inches. All right, so like I said, the sleeve is 23. So we have the main sleeve to be 20 inches, while the cuff will be 3 inches. Here is the cuff. So the cuff is 3 inches, and that will give us the total length of 23 inches. Now, 7.5 inches is the wrist measurement. So the 7.5 inches plus 2 inches is equal to 9.5. So our cuff measurement will be 9.5 inches. That's how to get the cuff measurement. While the 9.5 inches plus 2 is 11.5 inches is going to be the main measurement for the main sleeve. It's going to be the measurement for the main sleeve. That's the part we're going to attach to the cuff. So let's have the diagram. Our folding, we are to fold with 7.5 from our calculation. And then we have 4 inches length, which is constant. Get your slant shape in order to create your armhole. Now 7.5 inches is the wrist measurement, but now it is 11.5 inches from our calculation, since we are going to be attaching that part to our cuff. So 11.5 inches divided by 2 is about 5.25. So plus allowance, I make it 6. And then 10 inches divided by 2 is 5 plus allowance 6. And then 11 inches divided by 2 is 5.5 plus 1 inch allowance is 6.5 inches. So I'm connecting from my 4 inches all the way down. Here is our main sleeve. So here is our main sleeve. Then moving to the cuff. The measurement, the length of the cuff is 3 inches. So we have our 3 inches, but the fabric is going to be folded so that we get 6 when we unfold. Folded is 3 inches, and the measurement, that's the width, is 9.5 inches plus 1 inch allowance. We have 10 inches. Now here it's your choice if you want to curve it out just like this, and if you want to leave it straight, it's your choice. You can just decide whichever one you want. All right, so here's the main sleeve. The length 20 plus 1 inch allowance is 21 inches, and our folding of 7.5 inches. So I'm folding my 7.5 inches. Well, to measure 4 inches, which is a constant measurement, and then you get your slant shape in order to create your armhole just like this. You can try and create it like this. Now at the wrist, remember our measurement is now 11.5, so we have 6 inches. Then below the elbow, 6 inches from our calculation. Here you can just measure the distance between the wrist and below the elbow. You can do the same from below the elbow to the upper arm. So you take out all your measurements and then you connect and cut. Once that has been done, here is the wrong side of the fabric, so I'm just going to open it to the right side of my fabric. Now this is very important. From the left, I am taking 3 inches measurement, which is constant. So on the second sleeve, this is taken from the left hand side. On the second sleeve is going to be from the right hand side, because one of the sleeves will be to the left, the other will be to the right. So I'm taking this 3 inches from the left hand side, then on the other sleeve is going to be from the right hand side. So the length here is 3 inches, and then I am going to open it up and then notch to the right and to the left. So like I said, if you're cutting this now from the left hand side, remember to cut from the right hand side on the other part of your sleeve. Now here is our cuff. I told us that unfold is 6 inches, but while folded is 3 inches. So I measured 3.5, and then the width is 10.5 inches from our measurements. Now for the placket, to measure 2.5 inches. Remember 3 inches is the length we have on the fabric, so it's going to be 4. So we have 2.5 inches by 4. 2.5 by 4. And then the second one is going to be 3 by 5. 3 by 5 inches. And then you can iron your gum stay on one part of your placket. Moving to the sewing, place the placket underneath your main fabric and join all the way to the notched parts. So now the small parts, let me put it that way, the small parts of my sleeve, I am attaching the small placket. That's the 2.5 by 4. So just run your straight sewing and then you top stitch on it. On the small parts, I have my 2.5 by 4. So run it from underneath and top stitch on it. And then the wider part of your sleeve is going to take the 3.5 by 5. So the same way we've joined the small plackets, we're going to do the same to the bigger one. Now we're going to be top stitching on it. So just make sure you try and fold it out just like this. And then before sewing, just the way it is folded, you can then fold it again into 2 in order to have the sharp edge. You can decide to leave it straight if you want, and if you want to make it sharp, you can do that just like this. And then you run your sewing from underneath and then you top stitch on it just like this. You can follow the step and making sure it is not too fast, so you can understand better. All right, so follow the shape that you have on your placket and top stitch on the main sleeve just like this. So once that has been done, you can just try and reverse your machine on your placket in order to hold down the stitches. Just hold it firm. All right, we are done with that. Now you can see the outcome of it. The next thing to do is to join the sleeve. So just close it up, fold into 2, and then run your sewing. Let's turn it inside out to see what we have here. So here it is, and now we move to the cuff. Now placing the cuff, we're going to be starting our sewing from the inside of the fabric, starting from the smaller parts, you can see. So from the inside, I am going to be running it all through. Yeah, I guess we can see it clearly from this angle. Now you'll observe that you're going to have excess. Yes, on the main sleeve you're going to have excess because we added extra 2 inches while cutting. So here you're going to measure 2 inches. I'll advise you hold it down with your office pin. So you take the measurement of 2 inches before you have your first pleat. So we're going to be pleating the excess on the placket. So hold it down with your office pin, just little, and then the rest of the fabric you have the second pleat. You can as well hold it down just like this, and then you can run your sewing now. So make sure you secure the excess in such a way that it doesn't flip out while sewing. The next thing we're going to be doing is to close the sides of our placket. So just turn it like this, and like I said from the drafting, I said you can decide to give it a curved edge, or you leave it straight. That's your choice anyways. So if you want it to be a curved edge, you can just cut it out, and if you want it to be a straight one, you can leave it the way it is. Just make sure you close the edges of your cuff. So if this is your first time on this channel, here's the best time to subscribe to the channel, and also like the video, share this video so others would learn as well. Here is the outcome of the cuff after turning it inside out. And the last thing we're going to be doing is top stitching on it. Now here, after your normal stitches, you can decide to run the stitches twice. Yes, I did mine like that. I ran it twice, so you can also decide to run it twice if you want. If you want to leave it just once, you can leave it as well. It's just a kind of design, just I'll say just you creating a design by running a double stitches on the cuff, not like it is necessary or important. So like I said, if this is your first time on this channel, do well to subscribe to the channel, and if you have questions, you can do that in the comment section. Leave your questions in the comment section. I'll be there to answer all your questions. If you also have challenges with 1 or 2 styles, you can drop it there in the comment section. I will be there. So go ahead and make your sleeve. So one of the sleeve is for, okay, this is the sleeve for the left hand, and then do that of the right, and you're done. Till I see you next class. Bye.